Hey Mo, hey PT, ready to do it? Indeed, let's do it. Let's do it.
Welcome to the epic, the sardonic, the titillating Best Fit Square!
Hey folks, welcome back. I'm Manuel Ortega, and this is Best Fit Square Show. Hey folks, that's PT. Hey PT. Hey Mo, have we got a great show for you today? That's right, Mo. Did you know that during the first half of the 20th century, according to V.O. Key Jr., one of the United States' greatest political scientists, the state of Virginia had perhaps the most harmonious approach to managing race relations between Americans of European descent and Americans of African descent. No kidding. Being Virginia was a Jim Crow state during this period, this is surprising. So how did Virginia bring to heel Americans of African descent without the violence and physical coercion that defined the culture of segregation throughout the South? Therein lies their genius, Mo. Although there was less violence in Virginia than the South as a whole, Virginia, like its like-minded neighbors, was a police state. Face it, PT. It's no secret Americans of African descent were not capable of managing themselves. It's no wonder Virginia and the South as a whole was a police state. When Abraham Lincoln delivered his historic Gettysburg Address in 1863, universal white male suffrage existed in the North and the South. And even after the abolition of slavery in 1865, blacks were denied their most fundamental right of citizenship, the right to vote. But we digress, PT. Back to the subject at hand. With lynching, rape, vigilantism, and other forms of physical and psychological terrorism working so well throughout the South, how did Virginia whites coerce Virginia blacks to consent to segregation without terrorizing them? Well, let's take a look at what happened in 1929 in Richmond. All right, the city council passes a residential segregation ordinance. This causes a backlash in the black community. What's up with that? This is the height of Jim Crow. Virginia has less lynching, murder, rape, and overall mayhem upon blacks than the rest of the South. And they're complaining? Well, the editor of the Richmond News Leader, Douglas Southwell Freeman, correctly assesses the evolving situation as a threat to upend the genteel order of Richmond's carefully crafted and nurtured paternalism. So he decides to join the black community in its fight against the racist law. He does, though not quite in the way I think you think he does. Freeman enlists William Reed, a Richmond tobacco magnate and trusted advisor to then Virginia Governor Harry F. Byrd, to covertly contribute to the legal defense fund that would help black citizens of Richmond fight the law in court. So he is joining force with blacks, sort of, kinda, though not quite. I'm confused. Freeman is a firm opponent of the measure. What? The council is shameless about its contempt for the black community, yet Freeman sees another path to the same outcome. By covertly contributing to the legal defense fund, Freeman seeks to dampen racial bitterness and opposition to the law, and eliminate the risk of an undesired judicial outcome. You got it, Mo. Freeman douses the flames of black bitterness over residential segregation by fabricating the perception he and other like-minded Virginians, right up to the governor, are aligned with them. Simply by contributing to the legal defense fund? It's more sophisticated than that. Freeman knew that the statute could not pass constitutional review. Given the inevitable, he saw no point in unnecessarily arousing racial bitterness and animosity. To this end, the Richmond News Leader, correct the mundo, Mo. As editor of the Richmond News Leader, he has a megaphone to amplify any message he wants. Indeed, Mo. In newspaper columns and private correspondence, Freeman promotes that support of the legal defense fund would dispose blacks to the Virginia way of doing things. That unique, genteel brand of Virginia paternalism. Separation by consent, an arrangement by which blacks would agree to lead separate lives, as long as whites provided more equitable treatment and services. Freeman presumed Americans of African descent would prefer assured incremental gain over a costly legal battle with an uncertain outcome, conducted in a rigged, racist judicial system. Brilliant. Just saying!